Hey guys, it is Daniel Ricciardo and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are back once again on F1 2017 using the 2018 mod for round 2 of my 2018 season career with Daniel Ricciardo. Now, if you did miss last race, round 1 in Australia, the home race for ourselves, we did win after Kimi Räikkönen suffered a mechanical failure early on in the race. We just led the way the whole way through and we won ahead of Valtteri Bottas and Sebastian Vettel. So today we are in Bahrain in qualifying. Hopefully this weekend can be another good one for ourselves. We can hopefully keep the championship lead at the end of this round. So let's head into qualifying for the Bahrain Grand Prix. So we are here in Q1 for round 2 of the 2018 Formula 1 World Championship. Q1 should be a breeze for ourselves. We only need to do about one lap and we should be sorted going to Q2. So we're going to go out on track right now, do that lap, and then just chill for the rest of the session. So I did one lap to get the tyres up to temperature and just get myself used to the track. Coming to set a proper lap in Q1, we go P2, 4 tenths behind our teammate Max Verstappen. So it was the two Red Bulls of Verstappen and Ricciardo leading the way in Q1, with the two McLarens 3rd and 4th. The both Ferraris in 10th and 11th. Bottas in 7th and Hamilton down in 12th, but on the soft tyres. The people who got eliminated from Q1 are Lance Stroll, Sergei Sorokin, Pierre Gasly, Romain Grosjean and Sergio Perez. Charles Leclerc and Marcus Ericsson doing well to stay out of the drop zone, and well, probably they'll go out in Q2, but we'll have to find out. So let's go into that session. Coming to finish the lap in Q2. Lewis Hamilton has currently set at 29.6. We're coming across the line to set at 29.4. And we go top of the standings in Q2. So it was Lewis Hamilton after setting a blistering lap in Q2 to go 8 tenths ahead of ourselves, Daniel Ricciardo. Max Verstappen in 7th, so he's safe and into Q3. The drivers that did get eliminated from Q2 are expected Marcus Ericsson and Charles Leclerc, who did a good job to get into Q2 especially, but they were 4.6 seconds off the pace, so they were going to go out anyway. Stoffel Van Dorn, Brendan Hartley and Kevin Magnussen also go out of the session and they are not into Q3. It's coming out to start our lap in Q3, the only lap we're doing once again, just like we did at our home race in Australia. We just waited till the last moment to set a lap. Hamilton is currently topping the timesheets and we're going to try and beat him. I've lowered the fuel mix as we come into turn 1 now. Clip the apex very nicely. The back end stepping out just a little bit. We get over the curb there, but it's fine. As I was saying, I put a bit less fuel in the car for this lap to make ourselves a bit quicker. Coming down to turn 4 now, braking at the 100-meter board. Hopefully we can get it right, and we have done so. Running a bit wide onto the curb, that is alright. We're up by 700. On Lewis Hamilton climbing the curb as we down to turn 8 now. Tricky braking zone, but not as tricky as turn 9 and turn 10, which we are just coming up to. Over the crest and down the braking zone, we lock up the left front. We just make it stick though. I think we've lost a bit of time though, which could cost us on this lap. .11, nicely done. We're a bit wide though onto the curb. We couldn't get the power down. We're probably down on Lewis Hamilton now as we come towards this end of the sector. So we go a bit wide into 13. We're 2 tenths up on Lewis Hamilton actually, but they are behind us. They may be setting quicker lap times. Down towards turn 14 and turn 15, the final 2 corners. Breaking the 100-meter board once again. We broke a bit early. Back in, stepping out just a bit, and now we've got a drag race towards the line. The session is over. This is our only lap, and we go I think it's P1, is it? P2. We go P2 with that lap. I believe we set a quicker time, but somebody else must have got a better time. So Lewis Hamilton grabs pole position for the Bahrain Grand Prix, and we are on the front row in P2. I believe we did get a quick lap. It was just Lewis Hamilton was on a flyer anyway to set a better one, because I believe it went a bit purple when I crossed the line. But anyway, Max Verstappen, our teammate, is in P6, so he's down the order a bit. And the two Ferraris and Bottas are in between ourselves and our teammate. Let's head into the race then, and hopefully we can carry on from our victory at our home race and keep the lead of the drivers' standings. Welcome to race day for the 2018 Gulf Air Bahrain Grand Prix for round 2 of the Formula 1 World Championship here from Sakhir. The starting grid looks like this. Lewis Hamilton locked out pole position with 2/10 ahead of Daniel Ricciardo in P2. Vettel and Bottas line up P3 and P4 with Raikkonen and Verstappen locking out the top 6 in 5th and 6th. Hulkenberg is the best of the rest with Ocon in P8. Fernando Alonso and Sainz, both Spaniards, in the top 10. Magnussen and Hartley, Van Dorn and Leclerc. Leclerc did well in qualifying. Ericsson and Perez, Grosjean and Gasly, and both Williams round off the grid. So let's head into the race for the 2018 Bahrain Grand Prix. So here we are in P2 on the grid of the Bahrain Grand Prix, round 2 of the season. Looking at the race strategy, we're starting on the super soft tyres, moving on to the softs on about lap 5. We'll try and edge it out a bit to lap 6 or 7. We'll see what we can do. We're going to add more fuel to the car so we can run rich for longer, so I don't run out of fuel basically. So we're going to add a bit more fuel to the car. There we go. So let's head on to the formation lap now for the start of this race. Hopefully we can keep the lead of the championship after we won last race at our home Grand Prix. Put it in an empty stall there, but we've got to go in for the formation lap, and let's do this. So we're now lining up on the grid for round 2 of the season with pole Sir Hamilton and 2017 champion Hamilton in front of me, and last race's pole sitter Sebastian Vettel behind me. This is going to be a good race, I hope. As we're waiting for Lance Stroll to round off the grid, he has done so. Now the lights are illuminating above us. We've got 4, 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we go for round 2 of the championship. We've got a good start, actually, a bit of wheel spin, but Hamilton must have more. We've got Bottas up the inside of ourselves, down to turn 1 now. Both Mercedes are ahead of us. We're diving up the inside of Hamilton, but I believe Bottas might still be there. Hamilton's cut the curb there, or cut the track, sorry. He's gone over the curb, but now the run down to turn 4. Can we make a move here? We've got Bottas all over our mirrors. Into turn 4, we're going to have a go on Lewis Hamilton. Is it going to work? We've gone very, very slow, letting them to catch up, but Hamilton still kept the lead through to turn 5 and 6. Oh wow, I was lost for words. I couldn't speak at the start. That was hectic. But anyway, we're behind Hamilton. Bottas got off to a super start from P4. He drew alongside myself and Hamilton. I got a bit of wheel spin. Hamilton must have got a bit more. Bottas must have got the perfect start. We've gone a bit deep here into turn 10. That's not very good. Gone deep. We're off the track, and Bottas got ahead. So both Mercedes now are leading this race, and Bottas can act as a shield here to block Hamilton from myself, but we've got to push, and that mistake there cost us. We locked up a bit, but yeah, that's unfortunate. So let's take a look at the start of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Round 2 of the championship. It was Lewis Hamilton on pole with Daniel Ricciardo alongside. Both of them got wheel spin, but Valtteri Bottas did not. From P4 on the grid, he pulled into P1 for just a moment before braking in and letting his teammate and Ricciardo go past him. Through turn 1 though, Hamilton did cut turn 2, which did let Daniel Ricciardo have a go at him into turn 4. As you can see in the slipstream, the drag race into turn 4, Ricciardo did go for the move, but Hamilton kept the traction and went into P1. Let's look at the race start. On board with the Finnish driver Valtteri Bottas from P4 on the grid. He got an absolutely fantastic start, little to no wheel spin. He went up the gears perfectly and pulled alongside his teammate and Daniel Ricciardo into turn 1. Into braking though, as there was 2 cars also alongside him, he climbed the curb and lost some speed, which let his teammate cut the turn 2 and Ricciardo pull alongside. Valtteri Bottas just surrendered into P3 as he watched Ricciardo have a go at Hamilton into turn 4. So Vettel's on the back of us down towards turn 4. He's going up the inside of Sebastian Vettel, the 4-time world champion's going up the inside. We've kept it round the outside for now. And yeah, this is very, very frightening here. But the Mercedes are just pulling away, and we just can't do anything about it. The tyres are short, so this is not good. I didn't expect the tyre wear to be so bad. That's why I expected to come in on lap 6 or 7 as Bottas has overtaken Hamilton for the lead. So Valtteri Bottas is absolutely powering away here. We've just got to hope for a safety car to equal out the field, really, due to this tyre wear that we've just come across. Hamilton's struggling as well, so that's good. Down the main straight, starting lap 5. Sebastian Vettel is on the back of us, and Max Verstappen also has DRS. Moving up into Rich. We're getting double overtake here. Up the inside goes Sebastian Vettel. We can try and keep it. Late braking, locking up the front right. But we've kept the position so far. We're still in P3. I don't know how. And Verstappen and Vettel have dropped back just a little bit.
Right, some information on Hamilton. They have some kind of mechanical problem.
Hamilton has a mechanical problem. He's pulling over to the side of the track. Hamilton is done for in this race. He's out. And this start of the season has not been good for him. We're coming into the pits at the end of this lap. So just now we're coming into the pits. Hopefully a safety car comes out for Lewis Hamilton. But we're into the pits now. Being on speed limiter. Right. Okay. We're in the pits for a set of soft tyres. Nothing I don't think is going to be for Hamilton. We're holding on to the clutch. Ready to go. We're out of the pits, but ahead of Sebastian Vettel, I think it is. He has been held up by the incoming traffic now. Right. So Alonso is behind us and will be emerging behind us from this pit lane. We're out of the pits now, and we're in P14 behind Kimi Raikkonen. So Kimi Raikkonen has jumped us. Whatever he has done, he's gone on to the medium tyre. So Kimi Raikkonen obviously pit a few laps ago. He is ahead of us, but we are on the quicker tyre. Verstappen is in the pits. So we're coming round the final corner now. Hopefully we didn't get jumped by anyone. We definitely didn't get jumped by Vettel. Anyway, he's behind us. We've just got to catch up to Kimi Raikkonen now. That's all we have to do. Catch up to Kimi Raikkonen. Who's that coming out the pits just ahead of us? Is that Verstappen? I think it is. So Max Verstappen has emerged out of the pits ahead of us. He's gone very, very slow out of the pit lane through turn 1. We're going to try to go round the outside. We're onto the curb, nearly hitting our teammate, but we've got past Max Verstappen and we're into P7 now. What a move that was. He was going very slow through turn 1. We just stuck it around the outside of turn 2, and he's still battling with us, Max Verstappen. Teammates are going at it here in the desert. It's a remake of Mercedes in 2014, but we've made it around the outside of Verstappen at turn 7, and Raikkonen is right behind a Mercedes there. Wow, so we're a nice wee battle here for the lead. If that is Bottas, surely it is. Maybe Hamilton's a lap down, but I'm unsure what it is. But we're trying to catch up to Kimi Raikkonen, lighting up the back tyres there. So let's take a look at a replay of lap 5 and how Hamilton got his failure on board with his teammate Valtteri Bottas running in P2. On the exit of turn 13, Hamilton just stopped. Bottas hit him and lost a bit of his front wing, and this kind of explains why Bottas came out so close to Kimi Raikkonen after his pit stop, as he had to change his front wing. So let's take a look at our move on our teammate Max Verstappen as he exited the pits on lap 7. Verstappen came out very slowly due to his tyres not being up to temperature. We did a wee cheeky switch back there, and we were able to get round the outside of him in turn 2, and we were able to go side by side with him into turn 4. Now, obviously it's my teammate. We were trying to be extra cautious not to hit each other, but nice wee battle here as he kept to the outside of ourselves, and coming through turn 5 and 6 we're still going side by side very nicely from ourselves, and now we got past him through turn 7, and we're now after Kimi Raikkonen. So we've got our teammate Verstappen in our mirrors once again on lap 9 as Raikkonen has made a move on Valtteri Bottas for the lead of the race. The two Finns are still going at it. We've closed up just a bit from that fight, and Bottas now is going to be hounding Kimi Raikkonen for that lead back, which will slow them down. Verstappen didn't go for a move there. I'm surprised, but Raikkonen's actually gone deep. Raikkonen's gone deep, which has let us close up here. That is mental. That Raikkonen's made a mistake, which has let everyone else close up. Bottas is going slow. Can we make a move into turn 8? Round the outside, possibly. He's closed us off, but we can still try it round the outside. He's still got the position. But behind us, Alonso's joining in on the scrap for a podium in the McLaren. So we've got DRS on the Mercedes of Bottas now. Can we regain the position that we started in? He's closing away. He's also got DRS on Raikkonen. This is going to be a fun end to the race, I can just tell, as Bottas goes a bit wide. Raikkonen's starting to pull away. Bottas in this Mercedes, does he have a problem? Oh, this is tire's just worn out. We're right behind the Finn. Can we make a move here? Down towards turn 14. We're still in the slipstream of Bottas. I will wait for the DRS on the main straight. If we can get a good exit from this corner here. Shift up into Rich Mix. We're over the curb a bit. Couldn't get the power down. But we've got DRS on Bottas once again. Down to turn 1. Can we make it stick? Verstappen is behind me and he's got DRS on myself as well. Into turn 1. Can we do a classic Daniel Ricciardo move into turn 1? Yes, we can. We've locked up. Nearly hit Raikkonen. Oh, that was close. We've made it stick on Valtteri Bottas. And I think I pushed Valtteri Bottas out wide there. And Verstappen's making a move on herself into turn 4. Is he going to make it stick? Our teammate Verstappen up the inside. And yes, he has made it stick. We've now got another car to battle for the position 2. We're going nice wee swap there. Can we go up the inside of Verstappen? Yes, we can into turn 8. Everything's happening so quickly I can hardly speak it. But then Verstappen's still on the inside into turn 9, turn 10. He's hitting us. But we're just going to give him the space there. Our teammate, we need a bit of a teammate love in this race so far. We don't want to be able to hit each other. He's got DRS on myself. And Kimi Raikkonen is pulling away. I don't know what I put Bottas to. I apologise to Valtteri Bottas there. I didn't really mean that. But yeah, kind of locked up. There's been a yellow flag here. Somebody's retired from the race. But still, Verstappen's on the back of Raikkonen. Is Valtteri Bottas actually out of the race here? On lap 11, we've got DRS on Verstappen. We won't be able to catch up. We just got DRS on him actually. He's going to make a move on Kimi Raikkonen down to turn 1. How's that going to fade out? They're going very slow into turn 1 now. They're going side by side through turn 2 as well. They will be going side by side, which has slowed them up dramatically. We can get a run here down to turn 4. Both of them are going side by side. Raikkonen's going very slow. We're going to go duck to the inside of turn 4. We can make a move up the inside of Raikkonen. And we have done so, but he's still there alongside us through turn 5 and 6. We've made the move stick, hopefully into 6. Yes, we have. We've been slowed up a bit. Verstappen's got away just a little bit. But, oh, that was close there. Since he went side by side, I thought, you know what, I'm just going to dive up the inside of turn 4. We had either that or just wait, which could have been costly. So now we're behind Verstappen. The back end's kicked out. We're onto the sand there. But I don't think Raikkonen is close enough to make a move. No, he's not. So let's take a look at our move on Valtteri Bottas. He was in P2. He was slowing everyone up. So I decided to do a clinical late braking move, just like Daniel Ricciardo usually does. It didn't go to plan though as I locked up. But I forced him out wide. We took P2. And then Max Verstappen looked at having a move into turn 4. In fact, he did go for the move into turn 4. We did keep it round the outside of our teammate. He forced us out wide though. He took the position and had traction there. But through turn 5 and 6, we did a wee cheeky switchback once again. Went round the outside of Verstappen and dived it up into turn 8. But Verstappen somehow got the traction. We were on the inside, so we weren't on the racing line. And Verstappen just beat us through into turn 9. We decided to give him the space and the position. And then we went after him once again. So Verstappen did not get points in the first race. And right now he's on course for a victory in the second race. 25 points to his tally. Wouldn't do much bad. We will be on 43 points in the championship if we stay in this position. Got Kimi Raikkonen closing up to us on the main straight. The Ferrari man going to the inside of turn 1. We're going to try and keep it round the outside. We have done so and we've kept it quite well. Through turn 2 the back end's kicking out, but we've corrected the slide perfectly. We've got 2 laps remaining in this Grand Prix. Kimi Raikkonen's on the slower tyre, but I think we've got lots of tyre wear. Myself and my teammate do. So it is the last lap through turn 4 now. Verstappen has a comfortable lead. Looks like he's going to be taking the 25 points from this race. We've got Raikkonen behind us, so will he make a move and try and steal our 18 points from ourselves? That is what we'll have to see through this next DRS zone. A bit of freeze there. Kimi Raikkonen's in our slipstream towards the final corners. But through the final corners now, Max Verstappen comes across the line to win in Bahrain. We come across the line in P2 to collect 18 points from this race, and we still got lead of the championship. Oh, what a race that was towards the end.
See now, the drivers are making their way out. We need Red Bull fighting at the front. They do an incredible amount for Formula One, and that's another winner's trophy heading back to Milton Keynes.
So Max Verstappen wins round 2 of the 2018 season and gets his championship underway, scoring 25 points for the win. Ourselves, we stay in P2 and we get 18 points, which we keep the lead of the driver's standings. We're now on 43 points. Kimi Raikkonen, after his retirement in round 1, he also gets his championship underway with 15 points and a 3rd place finish. Fernando Alonso in P4 scored his first points of the season. Magnussen in P5 scored quite well for Haas. Vettel, after getting 3rd last race, could not get another podium and he scores 8 points and 6th place. Stoffel van Dorn, Carlos Sainz, Esteban Ocon and Brendan Hartley complete the top 10. Lewis Hamilton in 13th place after an issue with his car early on in the race. The pole sitter did not score any points. So Lance Stroll was the last driver to finish, and the only retirement from this race, Valtteri Bottas, after leading most of the race, he was battling with Raikkonen. I overtook him and then he retired shortly after that. So after that eventful Bahrain Grand Prix, it's time to look at the World Drivers' Championship standings after round 2 of the season. So we, Daniel Ricciardo, stay at the top of the table with a first place finish obviously in our first race and a second place finish today. We are on 43 points. Our teammate Max Verstappen, even though he's just scored his first point of the season, he gets second place with 25 points. Sebastian Vettel didn't get that good a result. He is in 3rd on 23. Kevin Magnussen and Fernando Alonso in 6th and 7th, ahead of reigning world champion Lewis Hamilton, who's only on 12 points after failing to score today and having P4 after mechanical issues in Australia. Nico Hülkenberg and Romain Grosjean round off the top 10. Sergio Perez and Van Dorn 11th and 12th, both joined on 6 points. Sainz is there in P13. Hartley and Ocon both on 3 points, with Pierre Gasly the surprise not to have scored a point yet this season. Sergei Sorokin, Charles Leclerc, Marcus Ericsson and Lance Stroll are yet to score a point for their teams. Looking at the Constructors' Championship then, Red Bull, after a 1-2 finish today, leap to the top of the Constructors' Championship and they are on 68 points, 30 points ahead of Ferrari. Mercedes today unable to score a point, they stay on 30, they're down to P3 from P1 from last race. Haas are in P4 ahead of McLaren and Renault, probably the mid-table fight, with Force India and Toro Rosso on 9 and 3 points respectively. Williams, Mercedes and Alfa Romeo Sauber are yet to score a point this season. So guys, I hope you have enjoyed this episode. I certainly have enjoyed recording it. Please leave a like and subscribe for more 2018 mod career mode with Daniel Ricciardo. The link to the mod creator and the mod download will be in the description below. Have a wonderful day and I'll see you guys next time in Shanghai.